Sipping with Maria and Tika G. Sipping with Maria and Tika G. We don't talk about politics, religion, or celebrities. Sipping with Maria and Tika G. Sipping with Maria and Tika G. We don't talk about politics, religion, or celebrities. Catch us every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and don't forget your wine. Sipping with Maria and Tika G. Hey, 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 welcome to Sipping with Maria and Tika G, where we don't talk about celebrities, politics, or religion. We feel like there are enough blogs, and other podcasts that talk about that stuff. Tonight, we're going to do a little something different. We're going to revisit our topic from episode 7. Do you believe in gender roles? So we're going to talk about that in just a moment. But before we talk about that, let's go into my Black History Month that I did last week, which was with Dr. Carter Woodson, who started Black History Month. So he's called the father of Black history. So he actually developed the Black History Month. Now, Woodson parents were enslaved, who was an author, a historian, the second African American to earn a PhD at Harvard University. You go, Dr. Woodson. He also recognized the American education system offered very little information about the accomplishments of African Americans and founded the Association of the Study of Negro Life and History, now called the Association for the Study of African American and Life History. Dr. Carter G. Woodson was born 1875 and he died in 1950. Also in 1979, Frank E. Peterson Jr. was named the first Black general in the Marine Corps. How cool is that? So let's revisit episode 7. Do you believe in gender roles? Now, Tika had came on the show and she had let us know that the guy was like, he basically felt like that's what women is supposed to do, basically nourish and take care of the man, because that's what women are supposed to do. She also had someone state that they didn't believe in gender roles too much. However, in the family, the mother was the strong one in the family, even though, the dad still did what he needed to do and whatnot. Um, we Gender roles, me personally, I don't believe in gender roles. I feel like women have been doing it by themselves for so long. It's something that we used to, and a lot of women live alone. I mean, what they gonna do? Wait till a man come to the house to take the trash out? Or, if they can't do something on their own, you know, I don't know. I don't know. If you're listening out there, let me know what you think. How do you feel about the gender roles thing? Um, Again, I know how to change a tire. I know how to put an alternator on certain vehicles. So I guess I'm what they call a very independent woman. Very, very independent. I can do a lot of things on my own. I really don't need help with doing. Um we tend to put labels on things, and I feel like no label is needed. Again, man's supposed to take the trash out. The woman is supposed to wash the dishes, make up the bed, clean the house. And I feel like the men should be able to do the same thing. I don't see nothing wrong with your hands. Why can't you cook every now and then, make up the bed? Also, there's nothing wrong with sharing the roles. Um, Again, you have people that believe in that stuff, and I strongly disagree with it. Um, It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be like that. I really don't think it should be like that. However, I don't feel like every woman should be out there learning how to change a tire. I'm not saying that. I'm saying if he available, yeah, use him for the time being. Get that assistant that you need from him, but don't be dumb to the fact of thinking that you need a man for everything because you don't. We can do it ourselves. Um, there's women out there that can do everything. Where you at? I'm here. I'm listening. You don't see me enough. So, women, don't get discouraged when you find yourselves in situations. I don't see you in here as a host so you can talk. So don't feel like you have to have a man or you can't do it by yourself. And again, um, I can't. I'm not saying go out there, pick a trade, learn how to fix a car. I'm not saying do all of that. I'm not saying just go out and start taking the trash out. I mean, if he's there, he's there. Allow him to do that. But gender roles, I feel like should be obsolete. Dana, what do you think about gender roles?
I mean, one point you did make, women have grown accustomed to doing, everything, wearing many hats, whether it's the male hat or, our traditional hats. So I don't believe in gender roles because we are grown accustomed to doing all. And if it's not just a woman, some women are absentees in children's life just as well, and men are doing it all as well. So
Exactly.
exactly. So it's just how they say, making sure you grown and handling your grown business. So personally, to me, it doesn't really have anything to do with gender, because whether it's a male or female, what needs to be taken care of, if we're responsible and we're grown as we call ourselves and live as we live, it's gonna get done. It's gonna be handled, taken care of.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So we I'm not saying we don't need y'all. I'm just saying that we're learning to do things on our own. Now, if men are you out there, you're more than welcome to come on the show. But
I
would
think
love
it
to.
is. We're evolving. We are evolving, because not only men are just supposed to do this, supposed to do that. Just like women. Yeah, that was that was back in the day to where we had that option. Modern times come for is you have to do change. You have to change with the times, and a lot of people not
Mhm.
understanding that. So for you to still have that that mindset of we're supposed to be only accustomed to doing this or accustomed to do that. I put it like this: I'm a woman, I'm a mother,
Mhm.
I'm a sister, all the above. Step into my role, and then you tell me what you think you could handle, what you couldn't handle, mentally as well as physically. Because every situation that we deal with every day is going to be a new, how they say, a new step for us to take, whether it's something we're familiar with or whether it's something we're learning. But it's just not banned to one rose, because I myself, I wear numerous hats when it comes to my child and my household. So I'm not saying I don't need a man. I would love to have a man in my life to where we could share that responsibility. I'm not looking
Right.
for him to come in and step in and take over nothing. We can share that responsibility, because we supposed to take care of each other, not him take care of me, household and child. No, 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 no. Then why am I there? Why my presence is there? Just the bare child? No, no. I don't believe that's what I'm there for, because again, if you're gonna be my partner, my companion, my friend, my husband, boyfriend, play that role, because with that role comes numerous hats as well.
Right. That is right. That is right. So, going into our next topic, which is how does a person find their limits? That's a good question. Dana, you want to start with that?
I would love to start with that because I never set boundaries for myself. I'm always pushing the envelope. So for me, it's just doing better than what I did yesterday. That's a challenge to myself. So to me, I have no boundaries. I try to set boundaries, yes. I try to set limits, yes. But then, me being who I am, I try to push the envelope. How about you?
I can agree with that. I have to find my limits as well. I don't have any. I'm just still in the still learning how to do that, how to set boundaries, how to set limits. I think I need to have a conversation with someone that's close to me anyway because I think they getting too comfortable. So I gotta pull them to the side and have a conversation with them. So maybe it's me looking into something, but sometimes people don't know what they're doing if you don't tell them about it.
Hmm.
So I feel like this person don't know what they're doing, so I need to pull them to the side and explain to them that yeah, don't do that. That's
Well,
not cool.
for me, I could actually backtrack and say, you know what, let me clean that up. My boundaries will be morally, and ethical. That's what I would say. I have moral boundaries and I have ethical boundaries. I mean, I'm not going to do something that is against my morals and my values. I'm not going to do something that's going to take me away from the person that I am mentally and definitely not physically. So I would say that would be my boundaries.
And you shouldn't have to. You shouldn't have to do that at all. Um, shouldn't have to settle either. Know your limits, people. Find your limit. Everybody find their limits different. I guess I have to be in a situation and let me rephrase that. I think I am in that situation where I have found my limit. So that's why I need to have this conversation because I have reached my limit to the point where maybe you don't know what you're doing and I need you to stop it because it's not cool type of situation. But I'll be very respectful when I have the conversation. How about that?
Yeah, you definitely want to do it, be respectful in the manner to where, both parties are adults and you're treating the situation as two adults conversing on an issue that is resolvable.
Right. Without cussing each other out and being disrespectful to one another.
Exactly.
Because I don't
Like
have.
I say, people use that adult word very, very, of how they say, vagrantly. You want to be an adult. You're supposed to be an adult, but you act like a damn child.
What you call them, chadults?
There you go, adults.
Churn. Grown ass churn. They're supposed to be adults acting like kids.
Look, look, they doing that play. Remember how we used to play back in the day? Oh, I'm a nurse, I'm a doctor, play house. Yeah, this
Mm-hmm.
ain't no game no more. We can't play them games no more.
Now we all the way grown now.
All the way. When you popped out that first child, you lost that kid like mentality.
Oh yeah. It was time to be an adult then.
There you go. And men, if you ain't popping out a child, I know. At least when you shot that first, when you cocked that first pistol, and there you go, you created that first bullet. I'm glad. Look, congratulations, you are grown.
Hell yeah.
I'm just saying, there's too many people walking around here that's naive and dumb to the fact. Wow, no. when you have a child, there's your responsibility. You're no longer seen as grown because therefore you can't be a child raising a child.
Right.
Mm-mm, that's setting yourself and that child up for failure. Plain and simple.
And that's facts. Straight facts. So,
I don't like you. I just want to let you know that.
what I do?
But I know we family because we just did the exact same thing, and you know what I'm just talking about. But
Uh-huh.
I love you.
I love you more. I mean it.
But yeah, it's just honestly, I have been reflecting on a lot of topics that we have talked about, and not only has it made me grow as a person, as a mother, as a woman, because
Hmm.
we see a lot as women, as parents, necessarily, has to be we have to be cautious of who we speak to or who we try to, give knowledge to, speak knowledge to, because a lot of people are not accepting of their faults.
Right.
I, for one, I welcome someone telling me, look, sis, you could have did this better, or I see you doing this better. There's no harm in that, because that's helping me grow as a person. So it's just, I'm very thankful to have the opportunity to, say to myself,
Hmm.
you know, Dana, what are your thoughts? What are your limits? What would you do and what you would not do? It, hey, we as a people need to do the same thing. Step back for a minute and ask ourselves these very questions that we talk about. Because not only that, we have futures, in our hands as women, as parents. So why continue the cycle of destroying and helping society destroy something that could be very beautiful, very meaningful creation that we help mold, you know what I'm saying? A society.
Hmm.
So what are your thoughts, ma'am?
I agree with everything thing you just said. Um, when it comes to our limits, we have to know our limits. We have to know what we will do and what we won't do. But at the same time, I may sound like I'm contradicting myself. Sometimes you don't know your limits until you're in a situation. Like somebody, well, I'll never do this, I'll never do that. Never say never. I used to say never until I got in the situation that I said I would never do or I'd never be in. And I had to, check myself. So never say never. Um, I guess when it comes to limits, you have to be in a situation. I don't know my limits. I don't think I do. Unless it come to my children, let's say that. So maybe I do know my limits. If it come to my churn, I'm cray cray.
Oh,
You
I'm
know.
look, I am that lion. I am that demon incarnate. I am the Satan's wife when it comes to anything with my child. So call it whatever
So
you want. Just know, don't play with that aspect of your life because it
yeah,
becomes very
that's
serious.
my limit right there. My churn. Don't mess with my babies, and that includes my god kids too. Help
I,
raise them too.
you know what? How they say there's that village. There was that village. I don't know. For me, it seemed when I actually was like this. When I turned 18, it's like there was no limit to me. I
Hmm.
was very I still am. I'm very curious about a lot of stuff. I am a late bloomer, so I tried, just to say yeah. No, but as far as limits, I can't necessarily place limits on myself. I can't, and I don't, and I won't, and I definitely don't allow others to do that. Something I hate when somebody tell me you can't do that. I can't do what?
Who you think you talking to? I can't do what?
That's what I get. I can't do what? What you mean I can't? What makes you think I can't? Well, you can't. Okay. Well, let me show you that I can.
Mm-hmm.
That's the fuel to me. That's my fuel. To tell for someone to tell me I can't do it and I know I
Same
can,
here.
that's my fuel.
Same here. When people tell me no, I can't do something, that definitely put me in a position to go for it even more. And I have been told I couldn't do a few things, and I made it happen.
Uh,
So,
I was told that on numerous occasions, and each time I put it up in the same person. I don't care what, uncle, cousin, mother. I love you to death, but you said I couldn't do this. Bam, here it is. I did.
in your
Now what?
face.
Now what? hmm It's not about me being, how they say. I used to be told I was evil at sometimes because I used to do it. I used to love doing it, but I got subtle with it, the little smirk on the face, and ease it better.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. But it's just I don't want someone putting limits on. Allow me to put limits on myself, not
Right.
you. You know, and it's vice versa. Even with my daughter, I can't. I'm known for even telling her why you can't. What you mean you can't? We don't have that in our vocabulary. We know what the word means. We know the origin of the word, but that's really not in our vocabulary. If
I'd
we
rather
can't, then we
tell
need to find a way to do it.
I'd rather you tell me you don't want to versus you can't.
Exactly. Tell me you don't want to, then I'll accept that better. But don't say
Right.
you can't, because how what that saying is, God ain't gonna put no more on you than He know that you can't bear.
Mm-hmm.
So why are
And
you
I'm
gonna
not
do
going
it?
and I'm not going to ask you to do something I'm not going to do myself.
There you go. Don't try to do it the way that I've done it, because there's always better ways for something to get done.
Mm-hmm.
Always, and especially for something you want to do. Just because I did it the way it was done maybe work for me, but it may not work for you. Figure it out the
Exactly.
way you can make it work for yourself.
Exactly. Hello, love mate. Yeah, you have to do that on your own. Um, you have to do it on your own. People tend to let other people influence them and tell them what their limits are. You don't know, you don't want to do that. You know you can't do that. You know that's not going to work for you. Why would you try that? That's just not going to work.
What
You
was that?
can't.
Hold on. I'm no, I'm not that old. What did they say? Why are you trying to be a hater? Ain't that what they used to call them? Haters.
Right, you got a PhD, play a hater degree.
There you go. Don't tell me. Don't speak on my limits. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Just because you feel you can't do it or you can't do it, don't push that off on me. I don't need that type of energy from you.
When I say, I know I can be what I
Mm.
want to be if I work hard at it.
Yep. But how they say, a lot has changed when it comes to positive energy, positive
Hmm.
people.
Hmm.
Because we
People
have
always hating. Yep, they are.
but we have so much negativity that is around us that's feeding that same negative energy to where it rubs off. And some people don't really realize that that negative energy can actually be stuck on you to where you come around somebody else. People feel the type of energy you put, you burn off yourself. If you love yourself, your attitude changes. You have a different attitude, a different outlook on your life. Have insecurities. It's different ways people think can send off, how they say, bad vibes to people. facial expression. You
Yep.
know,
The internet like Facebook. I call
man,
it something else.
we ain't gonna get into that. Okay.
They might ban me from it. I remember when Facebook, yeah, yes, negative energy can F up a good thing all the time. It can definitely fuck up a good thing.
Like
And you
that.
don't need that negative energy.
Mm-mm. I don't need none of that. That's why I say, it plays a big part knowing the type of people that you have in your circle. It plays a big
This
part.
this is how I feel about negative energy.
All right, all right.
That's how I feel about the negative energy. You just keep that over there. It's enough money out here for everybody to eat. I got
Look,
my
and it's
side
too
of
many
town.
men. Look, it's too many men and it's too many women, different varieties, shape,
Right.
nationalities to be stuck on just one.
Mm-hmm. Say that
So
again for the people in the back.
you got choices, choices.
Lot of choices. Lot of
Like
choices.
they say, look, you better put them up in Baskin Robbins. There's more than 31 favors.
Definitely more than 31 flavors. This is it's so much out here. We can talk about this subject all night long. Um, or you can be in a good mood and then you walk in the room and the energy in the room is negative. Yeah,
Oh
true.
man. Oh man. Oh man. I done did that a couple of times and just had to walk out that room and say, I don't want to be a part of that.
Yes,
I'm
done
matter
that
of fact, let
too.
me go to another section.
Have done
Mm-mm.
that. Oh,
And you
before
know,
I
and I
forget,
what's up?
we are on episode 8. We have 2 episodes left before the end of season 5. So if you have not listened to seasons 1 through 5, please listen to them now. It's a great time to listen to them because season 6 is going to be even better. It gets better and better and better and better and better and better every season. That's all I wanted to say.
Not only that, if you're new chiming in, just stay tuned because it is more and more. We only get better when we have our audience and our listeners to let us know. We feed off your energy just as well. Come be a part. We welcome you.
Yes, we do. And the website is still down. My apologies. Still working on it. I don't know what's going on with the back end with that, but it has been changed to something easier. So I'm definitely waiting on that. My apologies. But you can listen to us on anywhere you listen to us now. We're everywhere. You can Google us. So
All right, you better start trying to sound like a little T-Pain sister again.
that's on your end.
Mm-mm. Say it ain't
Mm.
so. Say it ain't so. I guess
Yeah.
I am like excited. I think I am a little excited. It's starting to hit me.
So what are you excited for?
People, I am finally about to move out of Killer Zone over here
You
where
say that again?
I live. I am moving from out this kill zone. I am upgrading my stuff, her and my son. Thank you, Jesus. She's able to go to, move to areas where she is able to go outside and play without gunshots, people running through shooting at each other, prostitution sitting right there walking down the street in your face. Hey,
That's
I'm
awesome.
proud of myself. I'm proud of myself for this. So yeah, I'm
I'm
dreading
very
moving,
proud of
but
you
I'm
too.
happy I'm moving.
I'm proud of you. Proud, proud, proud. Congratulations, Dana.
Thank you, thank you. So, ma'am,
Hmm. You talking to me?
yeah,
What's up?
yeah. What's your energy level tonight?
My energy level is actually great. Um I'm in a great mood, actually. I found out today that being in love is a beautiful thing, you know?
I'll let you know when I
It's a
experience it for myself.
it's a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. Especially when you ain't never been in love before. So,
I mean, there's nothing wrong with telling some person, yeah, I like you too. No, I didn't say love. I said I love you. I said I liked you too, man. Dang.
cause you childish. What you mean so?
I'm not childish. I refuse. I'm not childish. I'm not about to lie to somebody about somebody my feelings.
I
You
get it.
know.
I
So
get
if
it,
I don't
cuz.
love you, I'm not about to tell you I love you. I tell you I like you all day long. Look, you cool with me? We
Hey, Big
good?
Red.
Hey,
How you doing?
all right, and you?
I'm good.
Hi, Dana.
Hello.
So today's topic, what we did was we revisited episode 7. And episode 7 was, do you believe in gender roles? So do you believe in gender roles, Big Red?
Yeah, it
You
can be
do?
vice versa, but like I say, if a man is in the house and he sees like the trash needs to be taken out, or you see dishes in the sink, just go on and wash them. Just don't always have the woman to do it all the time.
Okay.
And then just like if the female sees the dishes or trash need to be taken out, go on, take it out, wash the dishes or anything else.
So you don't believe in gender roles. You believe
No,
that it should
no, I
be
don't.
versa. Okay.
No, I don't.
It should be vice versa.
Yes,
So the question that we had tonight was, how does a person find their limits? How do you find your limits?
with the gender roles.
Not even with the gender roles, your limits period.
Well, you can only take but so much,
Mhm.
and if you feel like that things is not getting met and everything, let the person know, and you really shouldn't care about how they feel.
Cuz everybody grown.
Yes.
I agree. What you feel about that, Dana? That sound like something Dana said earlier.
I mean, she hit the nail on the head because I'm not about to sit here and candy coat nothing to a grown person. You supposed to have tougher skin than that, especially if you got kids. Mm-mm.
Facts.
But you know what? It made me
Or
think
that's
about,
just like
when we
if
had
say like if I was staying with one of y'all and y'all went and said, okay, April, can you wash the dishes? And I go and say, okay, all right, it's going to get done by the day. That day is over with. Why I didn't wash them or whatever? You asked me, but you shouldn't have to ask an adult to do anything.
Okay, I was about to say that.
But
Why, if
sometimes
you
it's
see it
okay
in
to
there,
go,
why am I asking you?
uh-huh,
Why am I asking you then? If you see it in there, you
yeah.
know it has to be done. You ain't about to just walk past that because that let me know right then and there. Oh, you waiting to see what I'm about to do. That's basically what it's saying to me. You see the dishes in there. You know we all sat down and ate or what. We done ate or whatever. Hmm. Let me see. Let me see what's this about to be. You have to ask yourself as an adult. You still have responsibilities, to yourself as a grown person, whether you living with somebody or not.
Hmm.
You still have to show that responsibility, within yourself.
And
Cause like
love,
what grandma used to go and say, if I cook, someone else should clean up.
yep, and I agree with that too. Love Meg says she find her limits when she get irritated. I can agree with that too. You sometimes you don't know your limits until you get in that situation until you just can't take no more. So I can agree with that.
By the time I get irritated, I'm ready to go off. So that's why I say I don't even much let myself. I try not to let myself even get to that part. I'd rather walk off from you laughing and think of it as a big joke
Hmm.
before I let you turn me in
Girl,
my alter ego. Cause once that other person come out, you ain't about to like her. You gonna want the other
it's
person, the nice
it's
person, to
it's
be
that part right there.
want the
That part
nice.
right there. That part right there. That's the part that get on my nerve right there. That part right there is that when you gotta keep. I don't understand it. Like, why I gotta get to the other person and be mean to a motherfucker before they start doing something. My limits come. This how you know when I'm at my limit. When I start popping off at your ass. That's when you know. You will definitely know. I shouldn't have to ask you to do nothing when you sitting right there and you see it need to be fucking done. Period. That's my limit.
You sound angry.
Because I am. Because I hate when motherfuckers be talking. Don't say no shit like that when you be doing that shit all day. Mm-mm. No.
Hmm. I agree with that. I can agree with that. Dana
All
week.
day. All
Oh
hell
God,
day.
she sound like me, man. Cause she sound like me. Man, that's me all day long. Because I'm
And
not about to sit here and let you pass that by. And I know you saw it, cause I seen it.
right.
I
And then the
seen
other thing is, even with that, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, it's like, damn, why the fuck would I have to turn around and do this shit when you been here all day? What the fuck? Why the fuck is it still there?
it. I feel like my grandma. If I gotta leave and shit, leave from shit, and then walk into shit, oh, it's gonna be some shit.
It
Especially ladies, I should have to
exactly that
come
be the
home
part.
from work dealing with
You be
foolishness and then come home and walk into the same shit pot at home.
right.
Mm-mm.
Thank you. Say that shit again for the people in the back. Cause that shit right there. That be that shit right there. That's what the fuck I be talking about right there. That's what I be talking about. The fuck? That
Cause
shit irritates the fuck out of me. I'm trying to tell you right now, that shit irritates the fuck out of me. Oh my god. And that be fun. You gotta keep your peace because you don't want to keep on being the one that's always got to say something. You want to be the one who, when you come, you don't got to say shit.
how
Girl,
about
that shit irritates the fuck out of me.
how about when you have your mouth ready for something and you go to the kitchen and
And it's gone,
you see the container and you go to pull you a glass of that juice and it don't be nothing in there but a swallow.
look,
bitch.
I become
That's
Red
my
Fox.
limit.
I become Red Fox on Red Fox and what's it say
Oh my god.
on Harlem Nights. How you gonna just
Yes.
get mouth all ready for this? Ain't
Whatever
nothing
this
but a
thing.
swallow.
Yes.
No. You need to
Girl.
get up and go to the store because my mouth is still juicy and ready for what you should
Right.
have
Why
replaced.
didn't you just finish it?
And not only that, you
You
should
should
have
have just
finished
finished this
it.
shit.
Uh, you
And then when you
know,
finished it, you should have placed it.
That
mm,
part
mm,
too.
mm, mm,
Yeah, I
mm,
think that's a
Replace that
limit.
shit. That's why I
That
said when my limits is when I get irritated. Because sometimes you can have a limit to something, and it's just something that you just have a limit on. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's nothing. Some things you just have a limit on, like letting somebody come through and borrow something from you. Like, you know, I ain't got no more. Even if you got some more, you know what I'm saying? But when shit be around you every day, yeah.
let me sum it up. My limit is I got a low tolerance for bullshit. That's my
Hmm.
limit.
I think we all do.
I have no. When I say a low tolerance, I have a low tolerance because if I walk off from you in mid sentence and you look at me, and just let me walk off because I'm giving myself a chance to make it. Like, because I'm not trying to go behind it. I'm not trying to go up under nobody's jail cell from stomping somebody over some stupid shit. Let
Facts.
me walk away from you. You gather your thoughts, and we can revisit this at another time.
Right.
Mm.
Just be an adult about it.
I'm being an adult by walking away. Grandma
Yep.
always said, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all.
Yeah, I don't want to go to jail. That's the only thing that be stopping me because I don't want to be in no little box.
Look,
I'm too
orange is
big
Me
to
not
be
my
in a
either.
color.
box.
Orange is
I
not my
cannot
color. Then
be.
on top of that, it's
Look,
too damn hot.
right. Okay.
And I
That
need
part.
I'm too big
space
to be
and
in that little
privacy
ass
when it comes to
box.
my. I need space and privacy when it comes to my toilet time. I don't need another bitch facing.
Exactly.
Are you done yet? Mm-mm.
That's what I'm talking about right there. I'm talking about that space, that confinement. That's that shit right there. Like me and this motherfucker gonna bump all the time, all this ass. Hell no. No.
Hmm.
I gotta think about that shit. I be
I
having to
can't
think
drink no
about that shit like, damn,
Moscato.
why you can't drink no Moscato?
Cause
Because you gonna
if
be
I'm
in
in
jail.
jail, I can't drink no Moscato.
Girl, you gonna make that ready made they make from that fruit.
Man, fuck
Them
that. I
apples and them
can't smoke.
oranges.
Period. I
I
can't
Okay.
can't
smoke.
do jail.
Period.
Look, I'm not about that life. That's my limit.
Okay.
Anything that's gonna
Oh,
get me locked up,
exactly.
I ain't about it.
I
I'm not
ain't do
about
it,
that
sir.
life.
Look, I'm gonna just be completely honest. I did it twice, but I only did county. I ain't reached to the. The devil was about to be allowing me, not
Look,
today. It wasn't about to me today
first
because
of
that
all,
two
that's
experiences I
crazy.
had,
She
one was
said I
worse than
did
the other.
county.
Yeah, one was worse than the other. By the time I said, you know what, y'all gonna have to catch a bitch next. I will never turn myself in ever again, thinking it was a
Girl,
joke.
ain't nobody
Thinking it
trying
was
to
a
go to
joke.
jail.
Thinking it
I
was
ain't
a
trying to
joke.
go to
Yeah.
jail.
But
I
my
think the
dumb
Me
only
ass.
way
too.
that y'all three will even go to jail if y'all it has something to do with y'all kids. It's the only time I think y'all rest on prison. But
Yeah, that's
if
it. My kid.
other than that, I don't think y'all resting on prison for no stupid shit. Cause I'd be like, look,
Hell
bitch,
no.
I'll put some on your canteen. I
I'm scared. I'm saying I'm scared.
don't okay. I ain't trying to go to
Look,
prison. I'm gonna tell you what I realized I ain't want to go to prison because my homegirl went to and all she did was go to detention. But that bitch came back with the
detention
stories
ain't
like
got
she
shit
had to
on being
fight.
behind real jail.
Wait, no, but
Detention
this
ain't
what
got
she
shit
said.
being
She was
behind
like,
real jail.
she said, no, when her first time she went to detention. And she was like,
Uh-uh.
girl, I ain't trying to go back to jail. You know what I'm saying? Because that shit was crazy. Because even in detention, them little girls be trying to fight you and shit and take your cookies and shit. I said, what? I said, they too fucking young for that shit. She said, not in there. I had to fight.
Man, this the
Okay.
Koreans be up in that motherfucker like they already know where to
Nigga,
go when they get there. That's their vacation spot. Some of them hoes be acting like their
okay.
vacation spot. Oh
Yo,
Lord,
I know a
no.
nigga that used to go to jail so much. I was like, nigga, that is your second home. I mean, I know they be welcoming
Mm.
you back when you come. What the fuck?
Girl, we knew
Look, you
somebody
already
like
know.
that.
Look, you already know the guidelines. They already know. They just give you the nod. You
Right.
going on, going
Be
on. You
like,
already know.
what's up, homie? Even the PO was like, what's up, homie? What's up? I knew you was coming back. It's about that time. The fuck?
We
Mm-mm.
know it wasn't about to be long, huh?
No, okay. They like, damn, you been gone for 6 months this time. Oh, Lord, you made it to 9. Nigga, you back. Your
But see, the
cell over there.
problem,
Your bed. We saved the bed in your cell right there. It's right there. We just gonna put you right. This your shit. We gonna wait for you to come back.
but
Damn, nigga.
all bullshit aside, is half of the time it's really not the inmates, it's them damn guards. That's all it
Yeah, I
is.
heard.
Half of the time it's them damn guards. Cause I done being on the field, my first time, Lord Jesus, I was like a kid. Fuck that, I was a deer in headlights. Where do I go? Which way do I go? This lady. Mm, First of all, I don't want another woman touching on me the way this lady touched on me, and then she act like she enjoyed it. That's what really pissed me off.
Ew.
That's what really ticked me off. And then I was like, okay, moving on. They put me in a pregnant unit because, hey, I'm in the medical field, and then on top of that, y'all gonna put me in the same county that I used to work at the infirmary at. Really? Mm. So that was another thing. It just went all downhill from that point on, just by me being a former employee at the infirmary, all downhill. And it was the guards. It wasn't the inmates. It was them damn guards. A couple of them I done had to tell them, you know what, on my way out, I got you. I got you. Just let me get off the premises first, but I got you.
Right. Damn, touching on you like that. They wanted to get a feel. That mean they been wanting to do that when you were working with them. That's all that shit is. They like, yeah, I'm gonna get this free feeling now. Oh God, that's
Mm-hmm.
crazy.
That's why I say it's just it's a totally different experience, and that's an experience that is not for me. Not for me at all.
Yeah, she did
If
say
I'm gonna
when she
go,
went to
I'm gonna
Penn,
have
when
a
she went to
valid
prison, she said it was
purpose.
different. That's why I said, like, a lot of people,
Yep.
I feel like if you gotta go in it got to be some real ass shit. And when you go in there, motherfucker be like, what the fuck you in here? Cause I had to kill a motherfucker for fucking with my kids. Motherfuckers, girl, that's the
That's
only
why
way
I
I
say
think
it's
about
gonna
having
be
kids.
a very valid, good reason for me to ever
Mm-hmm.
hit the walls again. And on top of that, I would never go to jail back in prison. You know what? Texas will have to come get me. I would never. I refuse. I refuse. I will catch my stuff to Georgia. I'd rather go to prison in Georgia than in Texas.
Girl,
I'm
Girl,
that
scared.
shit.
I'm saying I'm scared. I ain't
look,
about
I'm
that
That's what
scared
I
to go
life.
get
understand. With them
touched.
people you be listening to, the ones you be listening to on the what's that show, Dateline, and I don't understand. They be going to jail for stupid ass when they be killing people for money, and then you can't even spend it because you locked up. What the fuck?
Right. Then the money go to charity.
Right.
Dumbass.
Like you ain't even gonna get to spend this shit. What the
You in
fuck?
jail for
Just have
life.
you in jail
Look,
for life.
how
You
they
thought you was gonna
say
get that money.
there's no smart people in prison because somehow, some shape, form, or fashion, your plan failed.
Yep.
Because
Or
You
somebody
ain't
snitched.
ain't it? Or yeah,
but
that
it's
too.
still
Somebody
your
either
plan
snitch.
failed. It was a failure because you're locked up. You got caught. So
Mm-hmm.
there's no dumb criminal. Yeah. Look, how they say, like some of these shows, American Greed and all this other stuff. I watch them because it's interesting to me to see how some people mind work.
Girl.
Ooh,
You
I
know.
watched one with it was a dude. He was a model, y'all, and he ended up fucking out here with the cartel people, whatever. They had him shipping drugs with him when he was going on because he was always on planes and shit. He said I just got greedy and just kept doing this shit. I said this dumbass, and you end up in prison.
Hmm.
Ugh.
But like I say, there's you get greedy, you get dumb. You
Mm-hmm.
get dumb. You
People
forget
don't
the
know how to,
purpose.
you got to get in and get out.
You forget the real purpose on why you're doing what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Facts.
So, but
That's
y'all,
why you know that song. Remember, Ride or Die Chick, and I was like, damn, it'll be nice to be a Ride or Die Chick as long as I ain't gotta go to prison.
Right. I need a ride or die chick. I'm
No,
hold on,
cause
because
I
a
y'all
ain't
ride or
lost
going
me
this
when
die.
damn.
y'all lost me when y'all said die, because I ain't about to die for nobody but
No,
myself.
I ain't dying for him either. That's the thing.
You know,
I,
because
I ain't gotta go to prison or
look,
death. I can't do neither one.
I'll be loyal to you all day long, but I ain't about to lose. I ain't about look. I ain't about to push up nobody daisies unless it's for
Okay,
myself. Unless I put myself there, it ain't about to be for you.
like that's a lot of loyalty.
Look,
Hell
ain't no
yeah.
wrong with that. It's no wrong with being loyal to somebody, but there's a limit to my
Loyal to
loyalty.
death. No, I'm saying
Right. They
loyal
be
to
doing the
death is
time
a
for the
lot.
man. I'm doing this
Oh,
time for you. You done out here with another chick.
right.
Politicking.
I've
I ain't
seen.
seen you. I done did 3 years. I ain't seen you not near 3 years.
I
I
ain't got
only
You
nothing on
know
my
one
books. I ain't, you know what I'm
person.
saying? Yeah, I'm locked up, but I'm supposed to be comfortable locked up. I ain't got nothing
right.
on
I
my
know of
books,
Cause
two
I'm
my
doing this
people in
time for
phone.
my
you.
I ain't got
lifetime.
nothing. Nothing.
Exactly. I only know two people in my lifetime that had a ride or die nigga with them. One is famous, and I don't know her personally. And then the other one is my cousin, because she went to prison with her goddamn man, and they still together, bitch. And I'm talking about together, married, everything else, nice family. I said this, yeah.
Now that's the
Don't only
keeper.
know two.
That's a keeper.
I don't know two.
That's a keeper. You don't dismiss something like that. That's a keeper.
Hell no. I was
Oh,
like,
he
bitch, you went
rolled
to
with
jail
her. That's
for
what's good.
what? Yes,
I would
roll
say
with
them
her when
them
she
are
got
rare.
home. She was straight. It was, yeah, it was real. I said, that's some real ass shit right there. Cause everybody in the family. See, I was younger when she went, but everybody, you listen to everybody in the family talking. They talking about how he ain't gonna be there when she get out. She in there. Do. I'm talking about when she got out. Then it was right there. Okay, why she was in there, and why when they got out and they still together.
How much time did she do?
She about like a good 4 or 5 years or something like that.
I couldn't even do 12 hours. I did 12 hours. I was in that bitch sick. When they was like, your bond has been posted, I did cartwheels out that bitch.
Look, I did a week, and by the time I did a week. I didn't even wait for my ride to get there. I met him at the nearest fast food restaurant.
Shit, hell nah. I ain't about that life.
And booked that. I
Not at
made sure.
all.
Look, by the time I hit home, the first thing was a shower, and I know I stayed in there a good 2 hours.
Okay.
Mm-mm. That's ill.
Man, it's you gotta understand this. How they say it ain't for the faint of heart. You gotta when you in there. I had to turn into another person. Another person.
Mm. Well, I like to thank everybody for coming on the show tonight. It was very good. We do apologize for last week's show. We was having technical difficulties. Remember, you can follow us on Twitter at Maria underscore Tika G, Facebook Sipping with Maria Tika G, Instagram at Sipping with Maria, the number 3 Tika G, YouTube Sipping with Maria and Tika G. I appreciate everybody for coming on the show. Thank y'all. Thank you, Meek. Thank you, Big Red.
You're welcome.
Thank
You're
y'all.
welcome.
Good night.
Thank y'all. Good night.
We
Bye.
don't talk about politics, religion, or celebrities. Sipping with Maria and Tika G. Sipping with Maria and Tika G. We don't talk about politics, religion, or celebrity. Catch us every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and don't forget your wine. Sipping with